Good morning, class. My name is Aparajita Das. I am your new English teacher. Hope this session of learning English together will be a happy and a fruitful one. So, let's begin our lesson. Hope you have got the English book, The First Flight. From that book, we will start with the first lesson, A Letter to God. This name, A Letter to God, can perplex us to think, how can we send a letter to someone whom we have not seen? This is a story about faith and determination of a person towards the Supreme Being, that is, God. If we have faith in God, we can ask for help in our difficult times. This is what Lencho the farmer did in this story. Lencho the farmer writes a letter to God asking for 100 pestos when his crops got ruined. He used the post office to ask for money. Previously, money order was an easy way to send and receive money. But in today's world of digitalization, we use banks to transfer our money. But in old days, it was not so. At that time, post office was the only medium of sending and receiving money. Hope you all have understood what the story is all about. Now, I am going to read the story. Please try to follow. If you have any problems, please feel free to ask any questions. Open the textbook, The First Flight. The first chapter of the book is about a letter to God, written by G.L. Fuentes. This is a story about a farmer who had a field of cultivation of crops which got ruined because of heavy hailstorms. He was so depressed with this incident in his life that he thought of asking help. And from whom? To God, the ultimate being, whom we always surrender when we are in need or when we are in desperation of help. That is what Lencho also did when he was in need of money. He thought that God is the only one who can send money to him to save him from this problem he is going through. Thus, A Letter to God is a story of a farmer's dependence on God. So, we are starting the story. Please do follow me. Open page number 3 and follow me when I read. The house, the only one in the entire valley, sat on the crest of a low hill. From this height, one could see the river and the field of ripe corn, dotted with the flowers that always promised a good harvest. The only thing the earth needed was a downpour, or at least a shower. Throughout the morning, Lencho, who knew his fields intimately, had done nothing else but see the sky towards the northeast. Now, explanation of this paragraph. Lencho is a farmer who lives on a valley on a crest of a low hill. What is a crest? Crest is top of the hill. He had a field of ripe corns, and he was very hopeful that this year he will have a good harvest if it rains properly. So, he was very eager and to see the northeast sky to see if there is any clouds so that he can have rain. Now, follow the passage. Now, we are really going to get some water, woman. The woman who was preparing supper replied, Yes, God willing. The older boys were working in the field while the smaller ones were playing near the house until the woman called to them all, Come for dinner. It was during the meal that, just as Lencho had predicted, big drops of rain began to fall. In the northeast, huge mountains of clouds could be seen approaching. The air was fresh and sweet. The man went out for no other reason than to have the pleasure of feeling the rain on his body. And when he returned, he exclaimed, These aren't rainfalls falling from the sky. They are new coins. The big drops are 10-cent pieces and the little ones are 5. So, when Lencho saw black clouds in the northeast direction of the sky, he was very hopeful and excited that at last he will have rain and his field of corns will be very good and he will have a huge cultivation for this season. So, when rain started to fall, he became very excited and went out in the rain, and he shouted as if the raindrops were not mere drops of rains, they are like coins. He considered the big drops as 10-cent pieces and the little ones as 5. With a satisfied expression, he regarded the field of ripe corn with its flowers draped in a curtain of rain. But suddenly a strong wind began to blow, and along with the rain, very large hailstones began to fall. These truly did resemble new silver coins. The boys, exposing themselves into the rain, ran out to collect the frozen pearls. Now, the explanation of this paragraph. Suddenly, Lencho's excitement turned to horror. The rain suddenly changed its motion and became to fall as hailstorms, and everywhere the house, the field, the gallery, the valley, everything got filled up with hailstorms or frozen piece of ice, and it has been considered with silver coins. Now please follow the text. It is really getting bad now, exclaimed the man. I hope it passes quickly. It did not pass quickly. For an hour the hail rained on the house, the garden, the hillside, the cornfield, on the whole valley. The field was white as if covered with salt. Not a leaf remained on the trees. The corn was totally destroyed. The flowers were gone from the plants. Lencho's soul was filled with sadness. But alas, we see that the hailstorms destroyed the whole cornfield, and Lencho's excitement turned to utter devastation. Okay class, since this is the first class we are taking, I will not going to go any further. I am ending my session now. If you have any problem till now, please do let me know and please do follow. If you have any problem, let me know and we will have discussion in the next class. Thank you.